What's going on, everybody? It's MasterAquatics, bringing you guys another video. So I got some bad news. Well, it's not too bad, but it is a bit of a nuisance. So in my 20-gallon tank is what you're looking at right now. A lot of my fry are dying, and I don't think it's because they're not being fed. I don't think it's because of the water quality issue. I did mention when I first started raising these guys that I do have about 2 to 3 different batches of angelfish fry in here, and I did mention that they might end up eating each other at one point, and this is exactly what's going on right now. And I've noticed that the past 2 weeks, every day, about, I would say, 3, 4, 5, sometimes 7, sometimes 10 angelfish fry would end up dead. And this is devastating to me because I've worked really hard on these guys. I mean, look at that angelfish right there, for example. Fins are long. Angelfish is about to be sellable. I mean, I'm close to the point where I'm about to start selling these guys, and I run into this problem. So I needed to come up with a solution quickly, and my immediate response was I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start moving these guys into a bigger tank. I can't move all of them because some of them are still eating baby brine shrimp, and some of them are just too small. They can't go in the 75-gallon tank. So this is the 75-gallon tank with my silver platinum angelfish. As you can see, these guys are torn up. They are beat up. Reason being is there's 6 of them in here, and there's a pair in here, and the pair gets very aggressive when they start to lay eggs, and they defend the eggs from everybody. As you can see, they're very aggressive with each other, and these are fish that were raised together. These are brothers and sisters, and they treat each other pretty bad. Angelfish, they have no remorse. Sometimes they can be just brutal to each other, and that's just in their nature. I mean, there's nothing we can do about that. But for these guys, I don't know I didn't really initially know what I was going to do with these guys. The only thought that I could think of to do was to put them in the 125-gallon tank. So that's what I ended up doing, and then I started moving the fry into the 75-gallon tank, which was really exciting for me. I haven't done something like this in over 2 years. 3 years ago, I was raising fry on my own, just learning everything and making mistakes. And I remember the first time I was able to get 6 angelfish fry to survive for me, and they got super big. And I'm hoping same thing will happen for those guys. So I go to my 125-gallon tank, and I see more bad news. I notice a dead koi fish at the bottom of the aquarium, and again, I was like, what could have caused this? And then I remember this morning, I think I might have overdosed a little bit on the XL. So I think that might have been it. These are the silver platinums from the 75-gallon tank. You might be wondering, why do you have them in a bag if you're just moving them to another tank? Well, instead of quarantining, I am just making sure that the temperature is the same in the tank as it is in the bag. I don't feel the need to quarantine these fish, as I feel like the water parameters in all my tanks are the same. But I always tell anybody that watches my videos, always quarantine no matter what. If you see me do something that you're not comfortable with, don't do it. I am a bit of a risk taker. So I also noticed there's some white stuff in this bag. I'm not sure what all that stuff is. They weren't even in the bag that long, but when I took them out, I didn't realize how beat up these fish were. These fish have bruises and scars all over their body, and they're stunted pretty bad, and I did not know that they were in such bad condition. I didn't realize that until I put them in this tank. But then I remember these fish, they were not sellable to begin with, because these fish are from my last batch of silver platinums. I sold all the ones that looked really good and that were pretty big with decent fins or nice fins, but these, they had short stubby fins and they were really stunted, so I couldn't get rid of them. And at the time this was when I was new to the hobby, and I couldn't just kill or get rid of a fish that needed to be cold, so I just kept it. I kept 6 of them, and then 2 of them ended up pairing up with each other. and now I gotta figure out what I need to do with these guys. To be honest, I might just go to Petco and just give them the Petco. I really don't want those fish. But anyways, I didn't know if they were okay or not, and so I ended up doing a water change to see if I can get them in better shape. As you can see, Cheddar Bob has these really long fins, and he's not stunted at all. And just in case people out there don't understand what stunted means, if you look at Cheddar Bob, he has long fins. If you saw the silver platinums earlier, you could see that their fins were really short. And when you have angelfish with really short fins, a breeder shouldn't sell angelfish that have really short stubby fins. The perfect angelfish, or what most people consider a good angelfish, is a angelfish with really decent or long fins. If you plan on getting an angelfish, get one that's veil. Veils are extremely long finned, and they look a lot nicer than standard fin. That's a standard fin that you see right in front of you. And Cheddar Bob, he has veil fins. Cheddar Bob is the one right there in the middle. So hopefully you guys understand the difference now. I am now to the point where I feel like this tank might be a little overstocked. So I think I have a total of, let's see, I got 4 kois, 2 Philippine blues, and a silver, and 6 platinum silvers. That's a lot of fish. So I think, like I said, earlier, I'm gonna have to get rid of a few fish. I know I'm gonna get rid of the silver platinums for sure. I'm definitely gonna keep the gouramis though, because they are so cool. I've never been more in love with a fish than these gouramis. They are just awesome, and they don't bother the angelfish at all, or the discus, or anybody else. They just bother other gouramis. And initially I had 4, but 1 passed away, so I only have 3. Honestly, I'm thinking of getting more, and I really think it's cool when they do this, where they just relax on the substrate. When I first saw them doing this, I would get worried because I thought maybe something was wrong, but they're actually just taking a break, or just, relaxing. And I think that's cool that gouramis do that. So to test everybody and to see if they are really okay, I have this test called the hand test. And what that is that if you put your hands up to the aquarium glass, to where the lid is, and if your fish rush up to the top, then they are doing fine. If they don't rush up to the top, if they don't respond to your hand, then something is wrong. And that's what I was doing, and I noticed that the silver platinums weren't really responding to the hand, so I decided to go to the other side of the aquarium to have them follow me over there. And it looks like everybody followed me except, again, for the silver platinums. But I decided to put the food in there anyways, and to give these guys some food, because they weren't fed more than twice today, so I wanted to feed them again. And as you can see, they are clearly posing for YouTube and begging for food. I love feeding these guys. Feeding my fish is one of the best things to do. I know I sound like such a loser when I say that, but I just like watching my fish eat. It's really fun to watch. And a few of the silver platinums did manage to get a few flakes here and there, but for the most part, they didn't partake in this festival of flake eating. They prefer to stay with themselves, or they would go after the small flakes. I guess they didn't want to go after the big flakes because I'm pretty sure those are reserved for the bigger angelfish in there. But I did dose some Melifix in there. I almost butchered that word. Whenever you add new fish to an aquarium, you're supposed to put some type of medication in there, and I put Melifix, and Melifix has been helping me out for quite some time now. Alright guys, so unfortunately this is the end of the video. I gotta get some shut-eye now. I'm up late and I edited this video for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Wish me luck on my fry. I really hope that they come out great. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to share, like this video, and subscribe. Take care guys. Happy 4th of July and happy weekend. Take care. Bye.
Thank you, young God, for the blessing, ayy.